Hey y'all, and welcome to the channel, and if you're new here, thanks so much for joining. My name is Misty, and today I am bringing you another episode of our Decades Legacy Challenge. And as you can see, Charles has a guiding light. He says he's got this, he's confident, he knows what he's capable of. He's feeling a close connection from spending time with someone, and he is going through familial distress. He needs to escape this family. He is currently going through a little bit of a phase as a teenager and wants to be away from his family, which is unfortunate because, as you can see, he is having a little bit of trouble actually getting away from his family, and well, it's not helping his phase in the slightest. His sister and his mother are constantly always around him, and so even though he is going through this phase, he's not able to actually get away from his sister and his mother, and so, well, it's just really causing him a bit of tension because he is constantly surrounded by them. They absolutely love being around him. His sister, as you know, is his best friend, and she wants to be around him all the time. She wants to be talking to him. She wants to have him around her as much as physically possible, and this is a very close-knit family, so the fact that he has suddenly decided to go through this phase where he wants some alone time and he wants to be on his own is really causing some issues for Charles because he just can't get away from them. As you can see, they have come over here while he is trying to get some TV time in, and they just want to chatter his little ear off. And he's like, okay, maybe I can just ignore them a little bit and get a little bit of my homework done. But they're not even going to stop talking to him and even miss a beat here while they are just talking while he's even getting his homework done. He can't even stop long enough to focus on that. He's like, I really just need to get some of this homework done, guys. Can you just stop talking to me for just a second? But nope, as you can see, Rebecca is just continuing on with her conversation, like not even missing a beat. He is leveling up to level 2 in his rocket science, which we absolutely love. She's going to go ahead and head out and let him finish up with his homework, thank God. And he's thinking, okay, good. I'm actually maybe going to be able to get a little bit of this homework done. As you can see, we're going to go ahead and get Norma here into the laundry room and let her work on some laundry. Maybe that will keep her a little bit busy and she can leave Charles alone for a moment, because honestly, he just needs a little bit of time to himself. He is just wanting some independence and some time away from the girls. He loves them, he really does, but he just is feeling a little bit crowded in this house of theirs. I mean, it's not a small house by any means, but the way they kind of hover around him, he just needs some time. So she's gonna clean up here, and then instantly she wants to go talk to him. I'm going to cue her up to go ahead and cook something. That way it will keep her busy and she will be out of his hair. And I will go ahead and get Rebecca to come in and have herself a little bit of a bath. That way she can get herself cleaned up, and Charles needs to go to the washroom. So we will just go ahead and get our Sims taking care of a little bit of their needs here. Looks like they're actually opting to try to go to the exact same bathroom, but Charles was faster and he beat her to it. He's like, no, this one's mine. Go find yourself your own bathroom. And she's like, are you kidding me? Like, I was trying to get here first. So we'll cue her up to go to the one upstairs. It'll be perfectly fine. She can go upstairs and have herself a bath, and he can go to this one downstairs. Norma is just getting some breakfast going this morning. That way we can have some things in the fridge for leftovers. And he's going to come in here and just wash up. And it looks like, oh no, poor Rebecca isn't going to be able to get that bath because it is water shutoff day now. And unfortunately, she's missed her window of opportunity because Charles stole the bathroom from her. The poor little bean. You know, I feel bad for her, I really do. But she's going to have to wait on that bath. And it looks like Charles did just acquire the flower arranging skill by going upstairs and working on that bonsai tree up there. So we love that for him. He is gaining skills left and right, which is great that he's learning new skills. I love that for him. He is becoming pretty well-rounded, and that's great knowing that he is our heir and he's learning all these new skills. I love that for him. I really, really do. It's going to open up a lot of opportunities for us when we start playing with him as our heir. As you can see, I am getting Norma out here working on her flower bed, and then I'm just going to have her go ahead and work on the chicken coop. She can scatter some feed and clean it up, and then we will send her out for a little bit of a jog, I think. It is about 10 o'clock in the morning, so I do think that she would want to go ahead and go out for her morning jog, and as we know, that will keep her out of everyone's hair. I say that, and it sounds really, really rude, but I do think that she needs to kind of leave Charles alone for a little bit. I think that hopefully that will make his phase go by a little bit quicker if we actually have people leaving him alone. So she is just going to clean up from this coop here, and then we'll send her off for a jog. So she's just throwing away the things that she got out of the coop there, and then we'll send her off. She'll go for her morning run. Charles has been working on his extra credit. So here we go off with Norma. She's going to get her jog in. She is feeling really happy this morning. She's like loving the weather. She's loving the neighborhood. She's loving the fact that she's out for her jog and things are going really, really well for her. She hasn't even noticed that Charles is going through this phase. She is kind of oblivious to the fact that he is not wanting her around. She is just thinking life is grand here in the world, and she is, she's oblivious. She truly is. She has no clue that her son is struggling and needing to be away from the family. She is definitely enjoying her run. She's leveling up in her fitness, which we absolutely love for her. As you can see, it is 1975. I did play off camera a little bit with the family and had her do some paintings. We collected some paintings and I put them in the gallery for her so that we could go ahead and take her off to the shop and she could have a full collection there so that we would have some things to sell when she next opened the store. So we will take her today and we will go and open the shop and see if we can make any sales. So as soon as we take care of some of her needs, obviously we can't get her a bath because it's water cutoff day. We will go ahead and we will travel to the venue here and we will see if we can sell some paintings. She just wants to clean up in the kitchen just a little bit before we go. But let's go ahead and take her over to the gallery. All right, we have arrived here at the gallery. I'm just going to put a couple of these paintings that she has painted that are in our inventory on the wall. As you can see, we have quite the collection going already, but we're just going to add these extra two that we have here in our inventory on the wall here and set them for sale. And then we will go ahead and open up shop. And hopefully we will have a good turnout and we will be able to sell some paintings today. It is almost noon, and so that is a strange time for us to open a gallery, but we're going to go ahead and open up shop. I'm going to have her come on in and start working on this one that she had started, and maybe she can get a little bit of work done on that. I know that she is going to have to greet the customers and she's going to need to answer their questions and kind of converse with them and things like that. So we may not be able to get a whole lot of work done on this painting, but I would like for her to at least try to finish this painting up so we can get it on the wall as well. But she is going to need to obviously use her powers of retail skill for us to make some sales. So we'll get her greeting the customers as they come in through the door here so that she can hopefully make some sales. It is really hard sometimes working with these customers. We have a lot of times people that come in that are solicitors and lawyers and they're not necessarily customers, and they really make it difficult to know who is going to sell, like who's here to buy things and who's here just to cause us havoc. And sometimes you have to figure out who do you want to kick out of the store, who do you want to keep around. And it's really, really difficult. And I am not the best judge of who to get rid of and who to keep around. And I'm still kind of learning about that. But for now, we're just going to greet everyone equally and try to talk to them. We'll take a look at their bar and see who has the best interest in the gallery and the paintings, and just talk to them and let everyone else kind of linger and hope that it works out for us. And yeah. So she's just going to answer some questions, get to know these people, and see if they have a price range in mind, what their shopping preferences are, and we will discuss these things with them individually, and hopefully we can get someone that is going to want to purchase a painting from us. We have a much larger selection this time than we had the last time, so I am hoping that someone will want to buy something. And as you can see, the paintings are a much better quality now than they were before, and also we have marked our prices up a little bit. Really, Norma, now is not the time to get some exercising in. She's like, I'm so happy, I'm so inspired, I'm so energized. I just can't help myself. I have to go ahead and get some push-ups in. I don't think now's the time. I really don't. I think you need to be discussing things with them. I think you need to be answering some questions and not doing workouts. That is what I think. But, you know, alas, here we are. So we're just going to have her come over here, talk to this lady, and answer some questions. She is conversing with everyone, as you can see, and letting them know that she has done some really hard work on these paintings. They are near and dear to her heart, and yes, it is hard to part with these paintings, but at the end of the day, she hopes that they will make a good addition to everybody's home. And if there are any questions that anyone has about these paintings, she would be happy to answer them as far as like color theory or what she was thinking when she painted them, what these paintings mean to her, things of that nature. So she is just discussing some shopping preferences. You know, what is it that you're looking for? What is it that you are trying to buy this for? Is this for yourself? Is it for a family member? Is it for a certain color scheme in your home? What is it exactly that you're looking for? And how exactly is it that I can help you? She is, as you can see, making some pretty good progress with some of these customers, and I think that is fantastic. I am hoping that this will continue on. Her hygiene is in horrid shape, but that is something that I unfortunately can't help because, as we know, it is water shutoff day and she was unable to shower before we came here, so I am hoping that that doesn't get worse and she doesn't start smelling, because I do think that will cause some horrible things as far as us trying to get people to buy from us if we're smelly. But I am going to have her go ahead and come on over here and continue painting on this painting, mainly because she's already done quite a bit of socializing with the customers, and I just don't want her to overstay her welcome with them. Sometimes people don't want to be harassed. They want to have a section of time to browse on their own. So I am going to give them a moment to just take a look themselves and just peek around and see if there's anything that kind of catches their interest and catches their eye. So I'm giving them time to do that. They're talking amongst themselves about the art and whatever else they're talking about. And we will just let her continue on with this painting, and once it is complete, we'll pop it on the wall and set it for sale as well. I just want to frame the canvas and then we will put it on the wall and mark it for sale. And then I'm going to have her come back over here and continue talking with them about their preferences and their price range and see if I can get them to go ahead and get their interest up a little bit higher, because it does seem that while she was away painting, their interest went down a little bit. So she's like, is there anything I can do for you? Any questions that I can answer? You know, what is your price range? What is your preference? And she's trying to get their interest back up again. Really, she's like, I had to go have me some water. Her hygiene is now in the red. Oh, she's going to start smelling soon, which is not ideal. Several hours have gone by and no one has shown any true interest or purchased anything. And I am starting to get a little bit nervous. It's been like 4 hours since we've been open and no one has purchased anything at all. And she's thinking, well, this is not going as well as the last time I had opened. I had already sold several paintings by this time, the last time I had opened, like on our grand opening. And so she's starting to get a little bit discouraged. She's wondering what she's done wrong. She was thinking these paintings are much better than the last paintings that I had for sale. So why are they not selling? But I think it's because we did mark those prices up a little bit. And so people are having to think a little bit better about if they want to purchase these or not, because they're a little bit more pricey. They're better quality paintings though. They really are. So of course they're going to be marked up a little bit more. And instantly she's decided to go back over to the easel and paint some more. Norma, I want you to chat with the customers. She's like, I don't want to chat anymore. I just want to paint. Okay, let's go ahead and see if we can close the deal. I mean, she does have quite a bit of interest, so we'll just see if we can close the deal. I don't know if she has enough interest for us to close the deal, to be completely honest. We may screw this up. All right, so she's going to see if she can close the deal with this lady. And the lady's like, no, 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 no. I'm not interested. And instantly her interest has gone down. Oh, crap. Okay, let's see if we can close the deal with this guy. His interest is quite high. He's like, no, you're a little too keen. And his interest has gone down a little bit as well. Okay, that's not good. She's getting a little bit too forward for their liking. And it is kind of making it suffer a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and discuss some more shopping preferences with him, see if we can get his interest back up again. I think he's our best bet just because he is the one with the most interest. So I am going to focus on him a little bit more than anyone else. I think he is our best bet as far as a purchase goes. We are going to just enthuse about painting with him. Would you stop with the exercising, Norma? Like, what is her deal? Honestly, what is her deal? What is she like today? Ugh, I swear, this is not going well. This whole turnout is not going well. It really isn't. If you notice, majority of the people that are here are not showing as customers. They're showing as socializers. So, I don't know. I really don't know if we're going to have any type of good results from today's. I really just don't think it's going to work out well. All right, go answer his questions and see if you can get his interest back up. Okay, yes, that worked. And he wants to buy a painting from it. Okay, great. We're going to go and we're going to ring him up because he wants to buy a painting, which is beautiful. Stop talking with these people and go ring him up, Norma. She's like just chatting away, not paying attention, but we're going to X this out and we're going to go over there and we're going to ring him up because I don't want him to lose interest in this purchase and get mad. So she's going to walk on over here. We're going to ring him up and take this sale, and she's letting him know how much it is and how he can take care of his painting once he gets it home. And she's going to bag that up for him. And we made 391 simoleons off that painting. She's like, thank you so much and have a great day. That being said, everyone else is really not doing that great as far as where they're at. Their interest is really not doing that great. I'm going to have her go ahead and answer their questions and we'll greet this new guy, but it's just not going well. It's really not. And she's starting to get hungry. We've been here for over 6 hours. I think, truth be known, that it's getting close to time for us to go ahead and close up shop. I may have her get the store closed. I just don't know that things are going to go according to plan here. If the interest doesn't go up like I'm hoping that it will, we may go ahead and close the gallery. And she may just go ahead and write this off as a day that has just not gone well. Clearly they just want to chat. So I'm going to go ahead and close the shop. We made 391 for today. And she's like, okay guys, thanks for coming in. I really appreciate it. Please come again another day. Obviously, you know where the gallery is. You just spent your entire afternoon here just chatting, clearly not purchasing anything. She's really discouraged with how the day went. She was hoping that she'd make more sales than the one painting. She's going to go ahead and finish this painting up that's on the easel that she started. And then we will put it on the wall. And then I'm going to go ahead and send her home. She is feeling really hungry. She's feeling really, really dirty. And she obviously needs to take care of her needs. But she is, inspired from painting, yes, but she's feeling really, really bummed about the fact that she didn't have a good turnout. Today was probably the worst day sale-wise. Like, she just didn't do good. The store did not do good today at all, and she's not happy about it. And she's bored. She's like, this was the most boring day at work. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand what went wrong. And some days it's just going to be like that. Some days you're going to make a lot of sales, and some days you're not. But let's go ahead and get her home. So we've arrived back at the house. I'm going to go ahead and queue up for her to take care of her needs. She needs to go to the washroom. She needs to get something to eat. She needs to take a bath. So we're going to go ahead and let her take care of herself and get all of her needs taken care of. Charles and Rebecca have been taking care of themselves, so they are in pretty fine shape. Charles is in there in the game room just playing a little bit of chess and getting a little bit of skill up, which we love for him. He's like, oh, mom's home. I'm going to stop playing chess now. Okay, well, that's fine. He is feeling a little bit tense, though, it looks like. The poor kid. You know, just the poor kid. And I'm going to send Rebecca off to bed because it is 10 o'clock. So we will go ahead and let Norma grab herself something to eat. She is really, really tense. She has finally let the tension of how the gallery day went get to her, and she's tense about it. She's not a happy camper. She's like, that was ridiculous. I spent 7 hours at the freaking gallery only to sell one painting. Like, what was that? That was the worst day ever. I could have done anything else with my day. It could have been so much of a better day. That turnout was ridiculous. Like, why in the world did that turn out like that? And as you can see, Charles is going to go ahead and get some laundry going. He is just kind of cleaning up around the house while Mom goes ahead and takes care of her needs, which we love. He is such a good help around the house, but she is really struggling with how the day went. She's really struggling with how she feels like she was a little bit of a failure today, and it's really nothing on her. Again, some days are going to be good and some days are going to be bad when it comes to the gallery, but she's really taking this hard because if you think about it, this is her livelihood now. It's not like she can just go clock in somewhere and either way she's going to get a paycheck, and like an hourly paycheck. Her paintings are her livelihood, and if she doesn't sell them, she doesn't get paid. So she's really taking this hard. As you can see, Charles is just grabbing himself a little bit to eat, and his needs are in fantastic shape. I mean, it is like almost midnight, and he is all in the green. So, I mean, that's not necessarily a good thing, because that means he's not going to want to sleep tonight. But it is tomorrow, little Rebecca's birthday, as well as the TV premiere day. So we're going to go ahead and let him bake up a cake for her. He wants to do something for her. Even though he is going through a phase, he wants to be alone. He does love his little sister. They are best friends. So he wants to do something nice for her. So he is going to go ahead and bake her up a cake. He has all this energy. He definitely doesn't need to get any rest right this very second. So he's like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bake her a cake. I'm going to get everything ready for her birthday tomorrow. Mom is clearly going through some things. She's clearly stressed. She's clearly tired after a long day at the gallery. So I have enough skill to make a cake, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it. So he is going to whip her up a birthday cake, and as you can see, he's feeling really confident in doing so. So he is just getting that in the oven here, and it's baking away. I love that he's wearing her friendship bracelet as well. That is so sweet. I mean, the cutest thing ever. And he has made her a birthday cake and reached level 5 of cooking all at the same time. Let's go ahead and add some birthday candles so this cake is ready and waiting for Rebecca for tomorrow. And just like that, we have us a birthday cake for little Rebecca. And then he's going to finish up this laundry, and we're going to go ahead and head him off to bed for the evening. I know he's not that tired, but it is after midnight, and he does need to go ahead and get himself some rest with the rest of the family. So we'll head him off to bed, and then I will catch back with you guys in the morning when everyone wakes. So it is the next morning, and as you can see, Rebecca is up. She is our little birthday girl. And she is just coming downstairs because, as you can see, she is feeling quite hungry. She has opted for some pancakes for the morning, it looks like, which is lovely. So she's just going to grab herself a little bit to eat here, and we will have us some breakfast. So she's going to eat those up really quickly. And as we know, it is TV season premiere day. And so they are going to need to watch the TV season premiere in order for them to get that holiday check mark. So she is just thinking about the fact that it's the TV season premiere. They are excited about the fact that they do have a television. They can watch the TV season premiere, and she is celebrating that it is TV season premiere day, which is super cute. So let's go ahead and come in here. We can queue up for them to go ahead and watch that. So we're going to get them to watch the Game of Llamas premiere. We can get both of them watching that. Norma is still in bed. We are going to go ahead and queue up for Norma to get up and grab herself something to eat for breakfast because she's also feeling a little bit hungry. And then we'll have her watch the season premiere as well. And everyone can mark that off as completed, which will be wonderful for them to finally actually have a holiday that they can complete as done. Because I hate when they don't do their holiday things and then they have a whole day of sadness because they've not met their holiday. So they are just talking amongst each other. They are watching the premiere together, and she's just having her breakfast here. And we are going to send them to school, yes. But first we want them to finish watching this premiere, so please let them do that. So all three of them are just going to watch this premiere together as a little family, which is the cutest, most wholesome thing ever, which is, I love it. I just really love this family. And so they are watching the premiere together, and they are having a little bit of a conversation. These two are so cute together. I love their best friend relationship. Even though he is obviously wanting to spend some time alone, look at them joke together. She's like, oh yeah? Really? Charles can't stop laughing. That joke Rebecca just told him was way too good. After being dazzled by that marvelous bit of humor, Charles is thinking about jokes and how great they can be for conversation. Is this a moment that Charles likes jokes? Yes, he can like jokes. Look at him laugh. Oh my goodness. And she reached social level 9. So they have a good relationship. They really do. They like to joke together. They like their mischief together. And I just love watching them together. And he finally marked off his TV season premiere. He completed that. And now he is heading off to school. And just like that, so did Rebecca. And she is heading off to school. We will get both of them actively participating at school for the day. And then we will have Norma hopefully mark off that she completed her TV season premiere once she finishes her breakfast here. And then she can go ahead and deal with some things around the house. She has been fined in accordance with the Water Conservation Action Plan because too much water has been used. You know what? I freaking hate that. It drives me crazy. It's because we do laundry all the time, but I mean, we have to do laundry. Because if we don't do laundry, then the laundry just piles up everywhere. So there's that. So we're just going to have her go ahead and take care of her needs. And then I'm going to have her come in here and make a dinner meal. Because as we know, A, it is Rebecca's birthday. And so we want to have food in the house. But B, we just want food in the house. Because our family eats a lot of leftovers. So I'm just going to have her come in and cook some bangers and mash. And we'll then, once that's complete, put it in the fridge as leftovers. Because once Rebecca is home from school, she will be blowing out her birthday cake, candles, and will be aging up to a teenager. And yeah, we'll be celebrating her birthday. But for now, we'll just get her making this bangers and mash meal, and then she can go ahead and deal with some of the chores around the house. Like I think that the laundry needs to be done, and we'll have her maybe check on some of the plants outside and see how they're doing. Because I don't think anyone has checked on the plants in some time. So we will check on some of those things. So she is obviously a cooking connoisseur, and she is whipped that up just really quickly, which we love. And now I'm just going to have her go ahead and start some wash here, and then we will send her out for a quick jog. So it is almost 11 o'clock in the morning, and she is gone out for a bit of a jog, and she, as we know, loves her jogs. So once she gets back to the house after her jog, we'll have her go ahead and tend to her garden and to the chickens, because as we know, those are things that have to be dealt with daily. And so she will deal with the house chores once she gets back from her jog. But we know Norma loves her jogs, so we have sent her out on her morning jog. And she is feeling really happy. Charles has reached painting level 2. Okay, that's fantabulous. Do you like that word, fantabulous? I don't know, I just made that up. All right, so we have got her back to the house here. We are just going to have her go over and spray her plants for some bugs because our plants are infested with bugs. So she's going to go head over to her plants and start spraying them. And we're going to have her gather the chickens that are roaming around to the coop because those chicks are like clearly not where they need to be. So she's spraying the area for bugs and getting rid of all of those pesky bugs that are on her plants. She's like, oh no, you cannot be here. I don't want you eating my plants. Look how happy she is gardening. She absolutely just loves it to death. And she's just going to go ahead and take care of this rooster here and give it a little feed. And then I'm going to send her over to the coop itself and we'll call everybody over to the coop so that the chicks will come over and she can feed the chicks because, yeah, they're in the middle of the road. She'll be like, could you please come over here so that I can feed you, little chicks? And hopefully all the little chicks will come and get themselves back in the coop where they belong and they'll eat something. The rooster, at the very least, did come running. But hopefully the little chicks will come over as well. Yeah, here they come. Okay, great. Look how cute they are. I mean, they just waddle is what they do. They just waddle so slowly. But they are coming, so that's fantastic. They just are taking their sweet little time. Oh my goodness. They're so cute. Look at how slow they walk. And so she's gone into the garage to look at the decorations. I have no idea why she wants to do that, but she did. Okay, why don't you go grab yourself something from the kitchen? And you probably should check on the laundry because it's probably done by now. She's like, no, I'm going to clean up. Okay, fine. Clean up the dishes and then do the laundry. So we'll just get her to switch this laundry over to the dryer and go ahead and get the laundry drying. And while we're at it, we can go ahead and have her start another load because, as we know, the laundry in this place never ends. This is why we're constantly being fined water, because the laundry never ends. She's like, yeah, well, it is what it is. Stay on the lot for 8 hours. Well, I'm pretty sure you could do that. So as you can see, she is just going around the house. She's just cleaning up. She just cleaned the microwave. Now she's going upstairs to the nursery so she can clean the changing table. She is just making sure everything in the house is nice and tidy. She just likes a nice and tidy house. We love that about Norma. She is a little bit of a neat freak. So, I mean, I'm down for that. I like it. And now she's wanting to go and look at the bonsai plant, maybe give it a little bit of a trim. She wants to keep it looking lovely. Right now it looks like the freezer bunny. She had done a little bit of sculpting it, and so now she's just trying to keep it in its shape. I'm going to have her go ahead and scrap this painting that's here on this easel because I don't know who actually started that painting, but we are going to scrap it. And as you can see, the children are home from school. It is time for us to go ahead and have everyone come into the kitchen so that we can have Rebecca blow out her candles. It is her birthday. We do want her going ahead and blowing her candles out and aging up to a teenager. So I'm going to have everyone come into the kitchen so we can celebrate with her. And as you can see, she is feeling a little bit sad. It says that she has shared sadness. Seeing that someone Rebecca cherishes is suffering makes her sad. So someone around her is suffering and it's caused her some sadness. And Charles is stressed from school from too much studying and he had a stressful school day. Okay, but who am I? I'm not sure what I want to be when I grow up, and all my friends seem to have it figured out. How do I figure it out myself? Just pick something you like. It's going to affect your emotional control. Okay, and she's advised him his emotional control has increased. We love that. So he is doing his homework, but we're going to go ahead and have Rebecca come in here and blow out her candles. And look, Norma's like, oh, yes. And Charles, too. And they are celebrating with her. We love that they are celebrating with her. They are wishing her a happy birthday. And Rebecca has aged up. We're going to randomize for 1, 2, and 3. And she got perky. These Sims are always so happy. Maybe a little too much. Okay. Perky is a good trait. And I am going to go ahead and give her athletic and the extreme sports enthusiast as her aspiration. And we are going to go ahead and hop into cast with her, and we will just go ahead and take a look at her and see what she looks like before. This is her before. It's not that great. And this is her after her makeover. So this is Rebecca after her glam up. And this is her everyday outfit. And her formal. Her athletic wear. Her sleepwear. Her party. Swimwear. Her hot weather. And her cold weather. All right, and we are just going to go ahead and jump back in, and it says, I texted someone, but they didn't text back, and it's been like an hour. No, just wait for them to respond. His manners have increased. Okay, great. Fantastic. All right, so we are back in the game here with our family, and as you can see, this is what Rebecca looks like as a teen in the game. She is right away taking photos of herself, which is pretty typical of a teenager. I am going to just go ahead and get her working on a little bit of her homework. We want her to be well-rounded, and she is going to start working on some music skills because, as we know, she did work on her violin as a child, so I think that would be good. So she's going to immediately start working on that. And as she does that, Charles is just going to go ahead and switch the laundry around here. But guys, I think I am going to go ahead and leave this episode here. This is our last episode before I am going to be able to return from my trip. So it is going to be a while before we get another episode. So I will see you guys when I get back from my trip. And then we will have another Decades Legacy episode. That being said, I hope that you did enjoy it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you are notified when new episodes go live on the channel. And I will see you guys in the next one. But until then, I am going to go ahead and fly for now. Bye, Ravens.